good, TMG fam? It's your boy L. I'm back with another reaction video, man. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel, man. And of course, I'm back with another video while I have the busiest lady in the world. I have the queen here with me, man.
Hi.
How you feeling? You feeling okay?
Yes.
Are you okay because you good? Are you good because you okay? Are you straight because you good? Or are you okay because you're straight? You not gonna answer me?
No. It's like after that second one, I was like, okay, so we're just gonna let him go.
So check it out, man. After we did the last Craigslist stories, man, a lot of you guys was like, yes, more of these, so we should do it. So I thought it would be a great idea to bring the queen in on one of these videos. So the last video I did was like 3 Craigslist horror stories of just 3 separate incidents of people just doing some, you know how Craigslist, how people be scamming on Craigslist. So we actually watched a video of them scamming like 3 people really crazy. It was really weird. So the video was by this guy named Mr. Nightmare. So I went back to his page and just so happened he had 3 true scary Walmart horror stories. So I was like, that should be interesting for me and the queen, especially due to our history at Walmart. We both used to work at Walmart, by the way. That's actually where we met, by the way, but that's a story for another day, something like that. We'll maybe get into that, you know what I'm saying? And I'll let her lie to y'all about how we met, and if you want the true story, I'll give you the true story of how we met, you know what I'm saying? I don't even like how you laughing and smirking at me, for real though. But anyway, we're gonna get into this 3 true scary Walmart horror stories. Real quick before we get into the video, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. If you are new, join the TMG fam. And make sure you smash the like button.
Yes.
Get the likes up there, man. And turn on your post notifications. Rock with the fam. For those who ask sometime, the post notifications, that's the little bell. Hit the bell and then you'll be aware and notified when we drop these videos, all right? With that being said, we're about to get into this. 3 true scary Walmart horror stories. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
My name is Samantha. I'm 20 years old and I work at a Walmart by a small town called Jackson in Alabama. Since I don't go to school full-time, my boss would oftentimes put me on an overnight shift, back when the store was open 24 hours a day. Given that it was a supercenter, there would still be a number of employees working. My shift this one particular night was 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. I was one of only a couple employees doing stock work, and there was 1 or 2 employees at registers up front. Given that our store sits in the country...
That's true. If you ever go to Walmart at night, matter of fact, that's when you prefer to go, is during the later times.
Yes.
Because there's not many people in there. And if you ever notice, like when we... Did you just drop the top?
Yes, I did.
You just dropped the top.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever notice, it's not that many people. Even when we used to work there, the night shift didn't have that many workers on it.
The only thing about the night, I like a night shift because it's less of a crowd. I feel like I can get more access to the store besides of the fact of the stocking people and the fact that they like only have 2 registers open. Yeah. But you should have warned me that he was gonna say my name is Samantha and he'd be like a total dude. That I was like, what?
I thought he was referring to the person he was talking about.
I thought the person was telling the story.
Oh no. No, it's like a narrator.
What?
We got a narrator.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Countryside of Alabama, we didn't really get much business at these insane hours of the night. However, it was a prime restocking period. I didn't personally know the other employees working that night, but it's not like we'd run into each other in the giant store anyway. I started my night folding pants in the men's department and generally tidying up. I kept headphones in at night because usually there would be no one to tell me to take them out. The customer came to the jeans section, and at that time it was around 11:30 p.m., so it wasn't really that weird. People would still come in and close shop till usually around midnight. The customer came up to me and asked me if we had any more of the specific pants he found in a different waist size. I apologized and told him only whatever was on the rack. He thanked
Typical Walmart response when we used to work there. People would come up to me and ask me, hey, you know where this is? And I'd be like, do you got any more of these? How about in the back? I'd be like, nah, we ain't got no more in the back. I ain't never go check.
I know you didn't.
What make like you was the model employee?
Well, I didn't, you know. I know you didn't.
me and walked away. I made accidental eye contact with him as soon as he stood by the rack, putting...
So, okay. I don't do really well with scary movies. I don't like this whole...
I swear, don't you jump.
You see, I won't pick up the water because I don't know.
I saw you
Okay.
hesitant.
the jeans back.
All right.
It was kind of awkward. He walked away, and I continued with my work. Some time passed, and the store started to look like a ghost town. No one to be seen as far as the eye could see. I think it was like 1 a.m. I had made my way over to the appliances section. I was doing a lot of back and forth work with boxes from the back section where we kept all the items that were yet to go out. I brought a wagon full of boxes to one of the aisles and started stocking the shelves. Because the shelves were empty though, I was able to see someone through the next aisle over, and they were watching me. Well, only up until he noticed me notice him. Then he looked away. But his eyes looked really familiar. I stepped closer to get a better view, and I realized it was the same customer from like 2 hours earlier. How in the world could he still be in the store? Without making it obvious, I took the wagon with me and passed the next aisle over just to get a look and see if the man had any items in his hands. His hands were completely empty. No way could he be shopping for 2 hours and not pick up a single thing. Something wasn't right. I quickly finished...
At that point, what do? If you feel in some type of way, what would you do just then? Like if you feel somebody's watching you or staring at you and you're over there by your
gut. You gotta trust your instincts.
Right.
I always trust my instincts.
So what would you have done?
First of all, I wouldn't have been working that shift regardless. When
If
I worked
you
at
were-
Walmart, I made sure my shift.
But if let's just say hypothetically speaking, you were in this situation. This was you. What would you do right then?
I would have went and told somebody else that I was working with on my shift.
Thank you. Or
What
went
I-
around a crowd of people or something. Or
Well, I'm sure it's a skeleton crew. It's not like a full staff, you know. But I would have went and told, like, because you have to be cool with somebody else you're
or a
working with.
supervisor somewhere.
Like, hey, this guy's like,
Or go
creeping
back
me
to the
out, or I
break
noticed
room.
this, and then what happened to Maxine? I'm pretty sure the name has changed, but I would have definitely told.
Yeah, the people that lurk around looking like normal people
Yeah.
and catch people stealing.
Yeah, I was friends with them. Where's
up
Maxine?
restocking the shelf with coffee machines and other appliances, then brought the empty wagon to the back area. I chilled out in there for a while because, quite frankly, I felt like that guy might have been following or watching me longer than I realized. I played on my phone for a little while in the employee lounge. Then when I figured it was time to get back to work, I decided I would do grocery work instead, just to be in a different part of the store.
That's
I
smart.
went into the dairy cooler and filled a bunch of crates with dairy products like milk and yogurts. This took a lot of time to do because I had to check the dates on the products and such. Over the loud sound of the giant refrigerators keeping the cooler cold, I heard the door to the dairy cooler burst open. There was conveniently a gap in the boxes sitting on one of the pallets that allowed me to peek through it to the door of the cooler. And I shit you not, it was that same customer.
Whoa. What the heck is he doing back there?
He about to catch all these dairy products to the face. He catching all these dairy products to the face. I'm throwing eggs. I'm throwing milk. I'm throwing everything. He finna catch these pallets, these boxes, everything. Like, why are you here, bro? You gotta die now in Walmart. I know it's extreme, right? I'm sorry, I'm
First
extreme.
of all, you're in Walmart.
What they used to give you at Walmart? Box cutters. Oh, he's about to catch this box cutter.
You gonna kill him with a box cutter?
Man,
That little blade?
a little blade to do wonders. I'm trying to tell you. Man, listen, bro. He about to catch all this work.
Oh gosh.
I ran to cover under one of the shelves and pushed a big box full of eggs in front of me.
Wait.
It's not many people working there.
There's not many people,
so
and
access.
he knows that she went in there, so...
Let's see.
I didn't have to worry about making noise because the refrigerators were so loud. For anyone wondering why I decided to hide, well, I already assumed this guy was hanging around the store watching me. Seeing him in the employees only section, never mind that, coming into the dairy cooler, seemingly something bad was definitely about to go down. I hid behind that box with my head down for the longest time, expecting to hear the doors to the cooler open and close eventually. After a while of hiding and not looking, I assumed maybe he left after looking for me. I lifted my head from my arms for the first time and looked up in front of the box and screamed. He was right there, smiling at me, standing over the box. But his smile vanished as soon as I started to scream. He tried putting his hand on my lips to muffle my scream, but I didn't allow that to go any further. I pushed the box of eggs over, right into him, and the eggs falling to the floor made him step back, looking down at his shoes. I ran right past him, but he didn't grab me, so I continued to run till I found another stock worker and told him to help me. The employee's name was Bob, I remember from his name tag. Suddenly, the man from the dairy cooler came up to the two of us and apologized, explaining that he was from corporate and was coming to make sure everything was running smoothly. He said he didn't mean to scare me and was simply checking up on me in the dairy cooler to make...
Corporate? Somebody from corporate?
No.
Somebody from corporate?
No.
I was not expecting him to say somebody from corporate. Either one, I just lost my job because I done said all kind of foul language to him. I probably done called him all kind of MFs this and
No.
I done said all kind of the foulest things you could say to somebody. I done threw all kind of stuff at him. I done tried to cut him with the box cutter. I officially have no job at this point.
Why?
He shouldn't have been sneaking up on me like
Thank
that.
you.
Was mad creepy.
No. He didn't ask for help. He asked for help initially and helped you. You know, you tried to help him, but then all the rest of that wasn't asking for help.
I'm fussing my supervisors out. When corporate comes down, don't they give you like in a meeting and let y'all know,
Yes.
hey, corporate is gonna be here today. Let's make sure we're on.
They don't tell you the exact day. They tell you like, hey, you know, be on your P's and Q's. They you know, you're gonna be audited. They're coming around. You know, especially if they're just coming in to like just check you or something like that. But
I don't care.
it's a heads up type
I don't
of
care. He
thing.
was wrong for doing that. That was mad creepy.
Nah, that's not
Make sure I wasn't slacking off. This Bob guy seemed to believe it all, but then again, he didn't seem very smart at all. I asked the man why he put his hand on my mouth, and he said he was trying to avoid making a scene. Then, shockingly, he gave me the order to finish up the appliance section, and he disappeared.
What if he wasn't from corporate? That was a quick lie.
As he was speed walking away down the aisle, I called out, "What's your name?" And he called back, "Tom." And just like that, he was gone. The next day, I called one of the managers and asked if there was supposed to be a visit from corporate the night before, and if a creepy man named Tom sounded familiar. My manager, Margaret, said it sounded like complete bullshit. There was no record of anyone from corporate named Tom who was supposed to come visit, nor would anyone from corporate ever be in the store at 2 a.m.
Thank you. I was just...
They then went ahead and checked the camera footage.
I told you. I was like, because normally they check in with managers.
I take what I said back. He deserved every slice I gave him.
Oh my, no.
And a police report was filed when they realized this was a random man, and the cameras proved this man had been stalking me between the aisles for the better part of the first few hours of my shift.
Wow.
I told Margaret I couldn't do night shifts anymore after that, and she understood. I still work there, but more so as a day stock person or a cashier.
Heck nah. I'd have been scared he'd come back.
That was crazy.
What's one place you can go to and find the weirdest, freakiest creatures in our society? I swear I've never been to a single Walmart where I didn't see at least one eye-catchingly strange human being.
What used to be the site? what people wear at Walmart or something like that. It used to be a popular site.
Oh my gosh. And all those pictures.
Yeah, people would wear at Walmart. It was crazy.
Strange does not even cut it for what I'm about to tell you. It was the Thursday before Black Friday. My Walmart was open extra late. I was in there around 11 o'clock looking for a new laptop. And by chance, I picked up off the shelf the last one that was being promoted for a really good Black Friday deal. As I grabbed it though, some big, revolting, dirty-looking guy comes up to me and insists he needs a laptop very badly. I nervously said I'm sorry, it's the last one. Then he got angry at me and started making a bit of a scene.
Typical Black Friday. Well, I used to love working Black Fridays.
I hated working Black
I used to love working Black Fridays because why? You get to see all the fights, especially back when we used to work there a long time ago, early stages of the Black Friday whole instant movements and stuff.
You liked it all the chaos.
Man, you get in there and you release that stuff to them and they be in there just going through it, fighting, stealing from each other, pushing each other.
I hated working Black Fridays.
Oh man, I would come into Black Friday to work. That's the only day I would come into work with a smile on my face. Black Friday. I knew I was in for entertainment. Entertainment. Total pandemonium.
You are addicted to that chaos. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
The man clearly wasn't normal, and my heart started racing simply because I don't get put on guard in these kinds of situations a lot. As others looked on at the commotion this big guy was making, I walked away with the laptop box quickly and went straight to a line. He kept yelling at me as I walked away. It was unbelievable. Some other customers on the line even tried to laugh with me and make me feel better, saying the guy was a nut. So I get home. My family's all asleep already.
Oh.
I go outside to sit in the yard by the pool and set up my new laptop. Then the light on the side of the house turned on. The one that turns on due to movement. I went to check the side of the house to make sure no one was there. Would that thing go off once in a while? Yeah, but there's a small patch of woods right next to the house, so animals would often run on the property, triggering it. Either way, I'm kind of a big pussy, so I went inside, locked the door, and
What?
finished setting up my laptop in the living room. A car alarm suddenly started going off outside. I recognized it to be my Cadillac. I looked out the window to confirm this. I ran to get my keys upstairs, then tried pressing the panic button to turn off the alarm. It didn't work from the inside, so I stepped out to the porch and clicked it off. But then I noticed a car parked in front of our house that wasn't there earlier when I got home. And any cars parked in the street on our block was suspicious enough. We live in a closed-off community, and everyone has huge driveways. I stepped down from the stoop and realized there was someone sitting in that car. I went back inside and locked the door. I went to my mom's room and told her I think someone outside means us harm. My mom and dad have a complicated situation, so my dad doesn't always stay with us. It would have been a different story having my dad there to tell about this. My mom came downstairs with me, noticeably worried based on what I told her. My mom took a look through the peephole in the front door, then gasped and put her hands over her mouth. I looked through it as well, and felt ready to throw up when I saw a huge man standing on the other side of the door on our stoop. I whispered to my mom, I think that man followed me from Walmart.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Neither one of them picked the phone up and called the police yet.
Oh my
It takes
god.
a second for something to go wrong. Call the police. Go ahead and call them.
Oh my gosh.
No, you want to wait till he cut the, like in the movies when they cut the phone line. Even though you can't do that now with cell phones. But I'm saying, you want to wait till something you have no opportunity to get to a phone.
Suddenly, the doorknob started to turn as the man tried opening the door. When it didn't work, he started pounding on the door. That's when my mom let out a gasp and cry, and my younger sister came out from her room, who also started to panic when becoming wise to the situation. The pounding stopped, Then there was a silence for a while, other than my mom's voice on the phone with the police. A few minutes went by, my mom still on the line with 911 with police en route, and there was a loud bang and crash downstairs in the den. A window was shattered.
All this over a laptop, bro?
I am serious.
A laptop, bro? Seriously? Like, what? That laptop was able to cook dinner for you?
You followed somebody home for a laptop that that Walmart was actually out of stock on. When it'd have probably been easier to just find the next Walmart.
My mom and sister both screamed and cried. I told them to run upstairs while I locked the door to the den.
This is
I waited down there, expecting an attempt at the door or a bang. Nothing. Surprisingly, I heard a police car briefly wail its siren outside my house. It was the quickest response time I'd ever heard of.
Oh, so they did call the police. Did you hear him say they called?
Yes.
When?
He was talking. Right, the mom was on the phone. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard it. Keep going.
I ran outside to lead them to the den where the broken glass was. There, they found the huge, dirty, crazy-looking man hiding behind one of our couches. He was arrested at once, and we pressed charges. All the while, he was screaming profanities and threats at me, not helping his case. Both cops told me the guy seemed unstable and on some kind of drugs, but told us to get a good night's rest because he wouldn't be bothering us again. So while it may be fun to people watch at Walmart and laugh at some of the goofy things you see, realize you may also find some of the more dangerous people in our society in your local Walmart.
That's why people tell you about having road rage. Road rage queen.
I am not. You slipping? Those pants slippery?
No!
What's wrong?
Road rage queen?
I am not. I just like to drive fast. See, this is why I shop Instacart.
Working the night shift at Walmart as a night stock person on the weekends was my second job when I was finishing up college.
Nothing going to store. No.
I'm fooling with you.
I needed to pay off my loans, so I had to make money however possible. I didn't deal with customers or anything. I would just sign for night deliveries, do warehouse work, and stock shelves in the store during after hours. The typical shift would usually be either 11 to 7 or 12 to 7. On July 9th, 2015, a Thursday night, I still have it locked into my brain. I was midway through my shift in the electronics department when I saw in the corner of my eye someone walk past the...
Only you would notice all the cameras. That is a lot of cameras. Jesus Christ.
What are they going to do?
Somebody steal a
Stop
lot
a
of sodas. A lot of sodas and waters get stolen.
Wow.
The aisle I was working in. This wouldn't usually catch my attention if it weren't for the fact that there were only two other workers in the building with me that night, Alvin and Baco. They were both wearing the same staff shirts I was wearing. I would know because we all clocked in at the same time. The person I saw in the corner of my eye was wearing all black, so I naturally walked to the end of the aisle and did a little peep around the shelf. No one was there. I yelled both Alvin and Baco's names, so when they didn't answer, it made it even stranger. But regardless, I went back to work. I was holding in a pee for a while.
Okay. Didn't he just say that it was only him and two other people working? They were all wearing the same outfit, basically. And he seen somebody in all black. And then they weren't there. What would you do?
Me personally, if I call y'all names, I assume y'all dead.
And then what do you do?
It's time to go home.
I'm sick instantly.
And
my stomach hurt.
It's the end of my shift.
My stomach hurts.
And I told myself I'd go when I finished work in that aisle.
Gotta go.
Seconds later, there was a huge crash a few aisles down.
See?
It actually startled me. I ran over to see what it was.
I wouldn't have had to run over. I'd have been already gone.
I'd have been in the back,
I'd have
getting
been
my stuff
gone.
together out the locker.
I got my stuff tomorrow. It's fine.
Like, oh.
And the bicycle was somehow knocked off its hook. The hook was still fine and in place. It seemed like someone would have had to put effort into knocking this down. I hung it back up and started walking around the aisles, suspicious as hell. I got to the last aisle towards the back of the store, which was the paper and cleaning aisle. Then there was this freaky-ass sound that I could best describe as a laugh. It sounded like it came from literally the next aisle over. So once again, I did a short run back to that aisle and felt my heart drop when I saw a man dressed in all black, waiting by the end of the aisle with his back facing me, but his head turned so that all I saw was only half his face. Then he suddenly ran. Not towards me, but down some other aisle. I heard his footsteps running around. I was faced with...
We're not playing that game. We're not even playing that game, homie.
I hope he got Employee of the Year.
We're not even gonna play that game, homie.
That's not my job.
You can have the entire store, bro.
That's not what I'm here to do.
I'm gonna go and let you have it.
the choice of chasing after him or going to find my two co-workers, and I chose the latter. All the while, I heard these freakish laughing sounds and footsteps that I honestly felt like were circling me. I found Alvin in the women's department and told him to be on the lookout for someone who wasn't meant to be in the building dressed in all black. We didn't have walkie-talkies, so I asked him to tell Baco if he ran into him.
No.
I excused myself because I couldn't hold it any longer. I had to go to the bathroom. I ran to the employees-only bathroom, which was in the warehouse section. I put a nest of toilet paper.
You think that's why he was laughing, because he knew he had to use the bathroom and he was going to get him first?
Man.
On the seat in one of the stalls and sat down. And yes, I'm the kind of person to sit when I pee. The door to the bathroom opened and closed. Naturally, with 3 to 4 people in the building, I said, "Who is that?" And with no answer, I assumed the worst. I heard that horrific laughing again, and someone stepped into view from between the crack in the door.
Need to call all kind of dirty toilet water and poop. Like, oh, you throwing poop at me? You damn right.
That's nasty. You were nasty. You nasty. Ew.
Looking right in, they stepped closer until the crack was completely covered, and all I saw of their face was an eye. Then the whispering began. Unintelligible whispering, but the echo from the bathroom just made it more unsettling. I just remembered I had Alvin's phone number saved on my phone, so I got it out and called him at once.
It then went from a pee to like a liquefied. If you standing there through that, then I'm like, you good.
I was very loud with what I was saying, telling Alvin to get to the bathroom at once and help me. I stayed on the line with him and watched as the man on the other side of the stall laughed one more time, then ran out of the bathroom. I told Alvin to hurry, and 20 to 30 seconds later, Alvin entered the bathroom. He said he didn't see anyone on his way there. We didn't have any security guys working when the store was closed, so we couldn't even go look at the cameras. I stayed by Alvin the rest of the night, helping in whatever sections he was working in, because safety in numbers. I texted my boss that night, and when I woke up at 3 p.m. the next day, I read his response. He said all the camera screens returned static footage from the night before. Nobody went and turned them off as far as he knew. I got chills reading his texts. He believed my story and assumed it was related to the cameras, but with no video proof of a breaking and entering or trespassing, I don't think there was anything he could do. It was all above my pay grade, though. That was the only night shift I've ever had where something truly unexplainable happened.
That was definitely unexplainable.
Wow.
Too much relatable to like an actual horror movie.
Yeah, that was crazy. That last one, okay, that was a little bit much. I don't know, but them other two.
He said he was looking at him and whispering. That was just weird. That's not funny. That's too much like really horror movies. That's just, and then to not have any proof to back up your story. they're thinking you're crazy.
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Like,
Most definitely. That's when they really go through your application and your
exactly. And then it's like, don't have a second episode again.
Only in Walmart, man. Y'all get at us in the comment section. Let us know what y'all think of these 3 true scary Walmart horror stories, man.
Don't go to Walmart at night.
That's what it sounds like to me. But you do hear like about some of the killings and stuff that happen, but you normally hear it like in the parking lot area, because it do be some real dark areas in Walmart parking lots, you know, maybe on the end or close to like where you go around the building and stuff like that. So it's some dark areas, and it do be some things that take place. But these is all inside
the store that carried out. Like,
so that's
I never
crazy.
thought like
over a laptop, bro.
Yeah.
You followed me over a laptop, came to the house, risked your freedom over a laptop, your life, bump your freedom, your life.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Y'all get at us in the comment section. I can't even speak right now because I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying? So let us know what y'all think, man. Stick around and stay tuned. Make sure you send some suggestions while I got the queen, the busiest woman in the world.
No, I'm not.
Don't know when she'll be back. So
I'm here.
send some suggestions, man, and let us know what y'all think. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash the like button, and let us know if you want to see some more of these type videos too. Till the next reaction video, man, we out. Peace. Y'all stay solid. Hey.
What we do here is go back.